All right. So in this sprint, I would like to again focus on bug fixing, right? Because there are still plenty of bugs. So let's go through them. Majority of them actually have been reported by Valipen, right? So these are not my reports, right? So there are a few of mine, but the majority are by Valipen. And let me. Okay. Let's go through them and let's estimate them.
Okay.
So iOS app is not responding on no internet message, also missing for non-internet connectivity. Right. This is Valipen's report. I don't know if you need any steps to reproduce, but if you do, then you need to ask Valipen to put them there. Okay.
Team, do you accept this bug?
Just a minute, Kalpana. We are setting with the projector.
Actually, we did the bugs reported by Valipen Ravi. A few are very minor fixes. I mean, like some things are the help button is blurred, and some things like that are actually images. In those cases, we will just have to replace the images as form of text. Like that, there are a few cases where it's not a bug at all, but then we can fix it.
Okay, and because I must have lost the general sense of this comment. So could you repeat it? Sorry about that, because Alex started saying something, I lost some part of it. So that's why I lost it. Okay, so could you repeat it?
Yeah, actually we did go through the bugs reported by Valipen. A few are very minor bugs. It's like in the scan page, the help icon is not proper. It's blurred. That is actually not a bug. In some cases, the images will appear blurred in some points. So like that, there are a few minor bugs, and other bugs also we can fix them.
Absolutely. That's why I put them in some order. I just reordered everything according to what I believe is most important, right? And I also took a glance at Valipen's suggestions as for severity of these bug reports, right? And these two are critical. And I actually agree with them, right? That's, well, if there's no internet access, the app cannot freeze, right? That's why let's follow this order, because this has already been reordered according to, in my opinion, priority of the bugs, right? So, well, yeah, so that's it.
Okay, Ravi.
And as you can see, I asked Valipen to provide steps to reproduce for the issue. So, well, these need to be added, and I believe that we can then proceed with fixing it. So, are we estimating the bug, or you want to discuss it with Valipen, or what do we do now?
Can we just have a quick discussion on the bugs? I mean,
absolutely,
better for us.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, David. So,
okay, so Valipen, could you please explain about the bug?
David has already shared his screen. PEMOB 309 app is not responding on.
Hey, I have given that.
Yeah, it's already open.
You can see on the right side.
Yeah, I have given it the steps to report is there. And by logging bugs itself, we can see come down.
Where it is, Valipen? Let me also open.
Okay, I'll share my screen.
if you open the bug in the last both lines, it's like something better to be discussed. Yeah, we can't.
So that is a column steps to reproduce, guys.
Yeah, there I have mentioned it. Open clear.
Kalpana, your voice is
This one you're
not
saying,
clear.
this is 309, right? You want to open it in the new tab.
See, the receptor report is there. Open that. Okay. Open. I will.
It's like before opening the app itself, you are turning on Wi-Fi.
After opening the app with net and then how?
In that case,
David, actually we need some scenarios exactly like what I'm explaining is, for an example, if a user is trying to download, in that case we need to handle internet connectivity. Likewise, we need all the scenarios, David.
What scenarios? Well, because if the user opens the app when it is offline, we were supposed to display a label. I believe it's described in the story, in one of the stories, that we are supposed to display a label with an info that you need to have internet access in order to download a TOC, as far as I remember. If you want to download an activity, we display an information that you need to have internet access in order to download the activity. And if the user opens the app and has already already opened the app previously, we open the TOC from offline. That's how it was, and it used to work fine. And now, well, I don't know where this bug actually comes from. So I don't know about any other scenarios.
No, exactly the okay. Let us discuss it earlier.
what is first you are connected to the internet. Okay. After that, you open the app.
Now, open the app means which page you are.
You just open the app.
That is that course page.
Yes.
You just open the app and then after that you disconnect Wi-Fi or internet. And so in that case, what happens is app crashes. We have a handled scenario like when the user is not connected to internet, and in that case, suppose if we open the app, we are displaying a page. Like you need to be connected. Wi-Fi. In that case, app is crashing. It's saying like that. Like background check or something.
No. Yeah, David, one more query. We don't want internet connection to all the pages, right? Just we need to fix the app crash. That's it, right?
Could you repeat the question?
Okay. So do we want internet connection to all the pages? That's the query, because when user tries to download, we need internet connection, or when the user kills the app and opens for first time, we need the internet connection. So in this in this bug, actually, we'll try to fix the app crash issue. What Valyapan put.
Okay, all right. So we need to have internet access when you open the app for the first time, because otherwise we're not going to download the TOC, right? So if we do not have internet access, we should display a label. And I believe, as far as I remember, it was RAM who did that, where we were supposed to have a label saying that you need to have internet access in order to use the app. And when we fetch the TOC, we can browse the TOC, but we cannot download activities. Then we need to show a pop-up saying that you need to have internet access in order to download the activity, right? And that's it. And we are going to have, we need to have internet access when we try to log in, but this is a separate thing. Well, as far as I remember, all these have already been implemented, and we discussed them during backlog grooming sessions. Yes. So I believe that there's a bug that for some reason they do not show, but I remember that we discussed these a number of times.
Yes,
actually, we had fixed them in the way, but then there is some
issues. So we'll be fixed it.
No, wait. One more query. Okay. No. See, once you enter first page. Okay. So now you killed the app. Now you switch off the Wi-Fi or network connecting. Now you try to open or what? What is it?
Not like that. He is opening the app, that is, he's launching the app. After that, from the bottom, he's scrolling and he's just turning off the Wi-Fi while he's in the app, inside the app. Only then it crashes. It is not like he's killing and then coming again.
Okay, so that is why there's some.
Yeah. That we do.
There is a chance of monitoring while browsing also. So that time also chances the net often goes and comes.
But the app will always crash when you try to open it offline. So now I'm offline because I moved to airplane mode, and when I try to open the app, it just crashes.
So only that scenario needs to not the download.
No.
That's not that.
Okay.
For this only we need to estimate.
No, this is bug. We are not going to estimate it, right?
Maha, from last sprint, we decided to estimate the bugs as well.
Okay.
So, are you clear with this steps and?
Yes, Kalpana.
Okay, so shall we proceed with the estimation and move on?
Okay.
Okay, estimation, please. So, team, one more thing. Do we need to rephrase this bug, the summary of the bug, or is it fine?
Yes.
Would be better.
Okay.
If you add it.
And one more thing, what should it? What should happen?
Actually, you should display the courses. It's not opening even, right?
Team?
Yeah, we are discussing Kalpana. Just wait.
Okay. Okay, just make it quick, guys. It's been 20 minutes for one bug estimation.
No, if you have doubts, then we need to clarify.
Yeah, right. Just make it quick.
Yeah.
It's typing. It will have many scenarios. What? It's not handle it. Yes. It won't be covered in this. It won't be covered in this. Yeah. But it's getting crashed. Okay. Kalpana, 2 points.
2 points. And are you clear about the scenarios involved in fixing this bug?
Yes. Yes, Kalpana.
Okay, fine. So, Valliyappan, would you be rephrasing this bug?
Rephrasing.
Just,
Yeah.
changing the.
Is it required, team?
Okay.
And also, let's elaborate this.
Yeah, that would be better.
Okay.
Valliyappan, can you make sure to update this bug later? I mean, right after this call?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, so so we are going with 2 points for this bug?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, could we move on to another one?
Yes, Lalit. Lalit, did you enter 2 points for 309?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to PEMOB 310. App is crashing, not able to use the app when camera permission is denied. So when you open the app for the first time, you are asked whether you allow whether the app to use the camera. And if you deny it, the app starts crashing. And it is also related to PEMOB 230 because it didn't used to crash, right, in the past, but because I remember having tested it. But when you opened it, you should see a white screen with well, no, you could see a blank screen in the scanner, right? Well, I would like to see a label saying, in order to use the QR scanner, please allow the app to use your camera in the device's settings, right? So these two. So when we fix this one, we could immediately add this one as another solution, right? So these two are somehow related. So let me put a comment here. See PEMOB, how it should be properly handled. Okay.
We'll store it in the SIM storage. So when he opens scan page, we'll check the
Otherwise, you'll again pop up the message.
So,
Okay, and cancel the accept from the user.
And I needed to download on some other.
Yeah, that only the way check if the user click on the scan tab.
okay. That is the first thing.
And again, when he moves to scan tab, the pop-up should display.
Display a page.
That only it's
No,
pop-up,
on the
right?
screen it has to show label saying you have to enable camera
Inside the menu.
Inside the settings menu.
Here it should.
Say this. No, that only there it should display a pop-up saying that you have to.
Display empty screen.
You have to observe that when the user enters the app.
Kalpana, can we have 3 points for this?
3 points. So, is the steps and the description all okay with you?
Actually, we have to handle two scenarios over here. When the user opens the app for the first time and then he denies camera permission. And then, I mean, we have to show a screen to the user saying you have to enable camera permission in order to access the app.
Okay. So, the estimation is 3 for 310?
Yes.
310 or
310.
230? Which one are we going to consider?
310.
310 first.
Actually, 230 and 310 are nearly the same. We already had a story for this one.
Earlier this one, now it's crashing. Both are related. So.
Or you give for 310 you give 1 point, and for 230 you give 2.
Okay, you are going to split the points between the two?
Both are same.
Kalpana, we can have
We'll take the points.
And
We'll
leave it
link
as 1.
310 with 230.
Right. The bug will come under 230, I guess then, right?
Okay.
Okay. So, or we can remove one of the issues then and have only one.
Yeah.
David,
We can have
yeah.
we can remove the bug and have the story with points, Kalpana.
Okay. Meaning, is this a story or it has been identified as a bug? Do we have this feature already or?
He initially had a story to do this in the backlog, but then he has identified a bug, and then I told him
Okay.
have a story already. So anyway, he put it in backlog. So we'll remove the story.
Okay, fine. Then I think we can remove this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe think we can descope
Yes.
treated in that case.
We can remove the bug, Kalpana, I guess.
Yeah. David.
Yes.
Yeah. Shall we descope 310
Okay, so
and
we.
estimate 230 on?
Okay. So let me see. So no priority. No, let's do it this way. Okay. Corrections. Close issue. Proper fix. Okay, all right. So we are taking this one, right? And this one is estimated for 3 points. Is that correct?
Right. Yes.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. All right, another one. As a developer, I want to merge the score display functionality before a demo because this is because Arek's gonna finish his task from this sprint only tomorrow by the end of the day, and I would like to present this functionality on Friday. So I would like to merge what Arek does in the next sprint. Most possibly and most likely on Wednesday, right? This is what this story is all about. So, and I asked Arek whether he could do that, and he said that yes. So, Arek, but if you want, you can do that. So, could we estimate it? 1 point. 1 point for you, Arek. Yeah. For me. Okay, team, do you mind if Arek does that? Because we have already discussed it.
Not a problem, David.
Okay.
It would be even better if we get a KT from Arik saying how he has.
I believe so. Okay.
1 point if I can build application, on iPhone.
Okay.
So,
All right. And another one is also for Arek because this is in the previous sprint we did a POC whether we could create design packs, and now we want to start building proper design packs. So this is a huge thing. Well, we need to do it, right? As a POC was successful, you can start building a full design pack for the Epic project. The design pack should be available in the Avaline tool for selection once it is ready. Okay. So, Alec, could you estimate it?
it's about creating all the pack.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's 5 points.
5 points. Okay.
Or 6.
Okay.
Due to many edge cases.
Okay. All right. Another bug reported by Valipen is app is crashing on scanning a QR code and if camera is open in the background. And the description is exactly the same. I don't know. Let me see if there are any steps to reproduce. Yeah.
This issue, I think this issue does not occur in iOS. We have faced it only in Android.
Okay. So let me put. So can I put Android here in the summary?
No.
Is it okay? Hello, is that okay if I put Android here?
Okay, David.
Okay.
Estimation, please, team.
Estimation.
Yeah.
Kalpana, we estimate it as 2 points.
Okay.
Okay.
And David, before we move on, I think Arik estimated 5 points for 353.
No. Then he changed his mind. He said that even 6.
Oh, okay. We usually estimate like in Fibonacci series, and between 5 and 8, it would go to 8 points.
Yeah, I know, but I just wanted to make sure later offline. But Arek, what's your decision?
Okay.
5 or 8?
5 or 8?
5 or 8?
Or 8.
Yeah.
Okay, can we change estimate to PEMOB 352?
Okay.
Yeah, to 2 points. 2 points. And at now, for my capacity, it's okay, yes?
No. Bo nie było tutaj 6. To 6 to nie jest czego Fibonacciego.
Awesome.
All right, so we're going for 8 then.
Okay. And would he be able to complete it within the sprint, Arik? And do you want this story to be split?
I think it's going to be split. We initially discussed it that it is going to take about 2 sprints.
Oh, it would take 2 sprints. Then should we split the story into 2, David?
Well, honestly, it's well, we cannot split it nicely, you know, because this is an overall task that you cannot split in any way, right? So
Okay.
I also thought about it, but I believe that we should assume that it's going to be spillover if you accept it. If you want, we can, well, artificially split it, but this is all going to be artificial. Everything here is very interrelated, and
Okay.
I would actually leave it as it is, but knowing that it might be a spillover, and it is likely to be a spillover. Accept it, then we can try to do it another way.
Okay. Let's keep it as such for now, and let's see during the planning, David.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Let's move on. Yeah.
Okay. 3 to 7. When I download a piece of content, then log in and out, enter courses and open level, the app crashes. I reported it some time ago. It was the 10th of October. I would need to check if it is still valid. Let me see. No, let me check. Let me check that for tomorrow, if possible. Okay. So let's skip it for now. I'm gonna check it, and then we can estimate it if necessary tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, David.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Another one, a new feature, not a bug. Brilliant. As a user, I want to be able to choose from more products to get access to more content, because it seems that we're going to have a new product soon. So it's not only going to be Epic, but we're also going to have a Gold Experience, which is a new product here. So the thing is that we are actually not prepared for that, I believe, because as far as I remember, we discussed it as a working model, right? Well, we would have just one product for the time being. But I told you that we would have more products in the future, but we didn't need to worry about that when creating the working model. We need to start worrying about that. Okay, so we need to prepare for displaying more products. I can put another product in PEF so that you can test downloading it. I'm gonna call it GXP Dev Self. Give you all the access data that you need, but you just need to make the code well be able to download both products. Okay, and that's what this story is all about.
Everything.
So in the app, we'll be listing both this Gold Experience and Epic, both, right, David?
Yes, exactly, and there might be more in the future.
Okay.
So we just need to make it flexible to that, right? We can, for example, assume that we're going to update the app with new products. So that's fine, right? We just need to make sure that the code is ready. Okay?
In that too many courses. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now we are getting the epic JSON as a single JSON, right? In the same JSON file, we have the another course.
See, right now
Ah,
we'll
one
be getting
thing.
from dictionary one Epic, right? So Epic, one dictionary element is there. So whatever it is. In the tally, only Epic is the only element. Jason, can you take this?
Ravi, we have some queries.
Yes.
No, just a discussion.
Okay. Okay.
We'll just.
Excuse me, I just need to have a moment break. I just need to get a glass of water. Let me get back.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, Ganesh.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, team, are we done with the discussion?
We are still discussing.
Okay.
Actually, David, we would like to know if the backend is ready or not. Like, because if you are including this new course, right? We are rework in some places, basically in scan and in the course listing table of contents pages.
We have hard coded a lot of things through the scan, yeah. So we are just discussing like in whichever places it will get clashed.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I do realize that. That's why I put it as a separate story, right? So that we do it properly. So we are ready for that, and we can refactor some code. That's fine. That's okay with me. And as for backend, I will deal with that tomorrow. So tomorrow I will make sure that I prepare everything in PEF, and I will also ask people here responsible for PEF to prepare everything that you might need.
Okay.
We'll estimate it after
Once
the
backend is ready.
backend.
Is that okay, David? Can we estimate it?
Pardon?
Can we estimate this story once the backend is ready, available?
But why? This is going to be exactly as for Epic. Nothing is going to change.
David, if you want, we can just explain you how in whatever places that this one we have to change as of now, because in QR scan they are handling nearly 22 cases. I mean, it all depends on the QR. Yes. So we are just checking the condition like epic dev self / QR levels QR code / level 2. Like that, we are checking around 20 to 30 switch cases. So suppose if we add more, we have to add again.
We need to
Whole activities.
Everything will be changing.
Okay, that's fine. But why do we need to wait for backend? Do you mean by backend? Do you mean PEF or you mean some code in the app? What do you mean by backend?
No. By the backend, we mean like we had a discussion, right? If the code is valid or not, we'll be having a backend to validate it. Instead of checking it in the application, we'll just validate it using a backend service. We had a discussion about it, David. Hope you remember.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you mean. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me think.
Because it will be
because well, actually, you're right. Yeah, I think it would be better. Yeah, because lots of things may happen on back end, and it would be pointless to do it in the app for the time being. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, so I'm putting it as lower priority now, and we are not going to estimate it for the time being. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Okay, let's move on. This is another report from Valipan. So no internet message is not displaying, but app is in active state at downloading and responding continuously. Okay, let me see steps to reproduce. Okay.
He says in iOS the app is getting crashed, but then in Android it's not getting crashed also, but then it's going inside. It is downloads. Okay. It will just keep loading.
Any alerts.
It won't download. It will not complete the
The
keeps on
load.
keeps on downloading. Keeps on downloading, and we can go for any kind of download.
Pages won't have internet access. Only the download will be required.
See, this is scan. Your contents are not downloaded. That means you need to check the internet.
We have to check.
What is in
Same message while you are displaying the JSON fits.
There's a story in it. You have a label.
That's what we are doing in this. Even for the
Yeah, same message and alert. Same alert message, but it is like snack bar. That only snack bar. Not as alert, just as snack bar.
Yes. It will just persist till the internet connections.
Snapper. Snapper is a yeah, on one more query we have. See, okay, consider okay, Snapper we need to show for a long time or what?
Short time.
I think it will stay as long as there is no internet. That is how.
Snackbar is like it will just come for like a pop up for 2 seconds and it will go. This is a snackbar.
Wait, we'll just check in.
This is a React Native.
No, in Zeppelin I'm checking.
Yeah, this is Snapper.
No internet.
Just a minute, David. We are just checking the markup for this.
Okay.
Search for internet. This is for Android, I guess. So David, so in this mock-up screen, David,
Can you see this?
Yes.
yeah, can you see this mock-up offline with no download function?
Okay.
So in the bottom, you can see.
Okay.
So we should be displaying this constantly, or only at the moment the internet goes off?
Wow, I haven't noticed that previously.
Yeah, actually,
Where does it
while
come from?
implementing it, no, this is there all from the first, I guess. But we had agreed on taking up it in another sprint. We had done implemented only for the at the time of JSON downloading in the app initially opening scene scenario, and then we agreed on putting this in an upcoming sprint.
I
You
see.
remember? Yeah, we had actually spoke about this. So what our doubt here is, like, this should be shown constantly when there is no internet, or
No. We cannot do that because if the user tries to open an activity that has already been downloaded, he or she needs to open it. Well, if we display this one, it is going to be it might mislead the user. So we should display it only when we try to download a new activity when we are offline. Is that okay?
okay. So for example, if the user has not downloaded this lesson, in that
Yes.
case we'll show this. But if it has already been downloaded, we'll not show this.
Exactly.
And what about in the levels page? In the levels page, like
No. We're
multiple
not,
items are there.
we're not showing anything at the levels page. No. Only if the user opens a lesson, right? He or she.
Sorry, units page.
No, we're not showing anything there.
Okay.
But if
Only
the user taps, if the user taps the cloud next to the name of the unit, then we should show this one.
okay. Okay.
Does it make sense?
So how long should we show that on tap of it? Any conditions on that?
How many seconds?
Offline.
Let's make it 3. Let's make it 3.
Okay. Along with this, but we have to do that.
Which one? No. That is
Okay, if the tries to download that time when internet is not there, we need to show that snapshot for 3 seconds.
okay.
And what happens when user without 3 seconds when user tries to
In the middle. Okay. We should do that.
Within 3 seconds.
That one will not display 3 seconds. You just go and
he's saying 3 seconds.
show you something else.
This is actually, he told we have to make this 3 seconds.
We have estimated 5 points for this, David.
Okay.
Snack bar and handling the click of the download buttons and adding translations for the no internet message.
Okay. One important thing though, because in the mockup I can see that these elements are disabled,
Yes,
right?
This is already there.
But but if you, for example, you are at the unit level, you shouldn't disable anything, right? You should still be able to browse lessons, right? So that you can see, you can browse, you can open activities that have been downloaded, right? So just to make sure about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If you have any questions regarding that, so when developing it, just let me know so that I can consult it with others as well,
Yeah.
if necessary. Okay.
It's unlocked. Similar to that. Okay, David. Yeah.
David, I have one doubt actually. I need it for lesson 2. It's an inside level. Actually,
Unit.
The screen.
yeah, okay. See, for example, in this unit we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lessons we have. Suppose if I have only one lesson now, so I think there is no cloud icon of being placed here.
No, it will play.
No, that is for download. See, here we need to download the content.
Yeah, there is only one lesson now here.
Okay. It will appear. The cloud icon will appear.
Yeah, I'm asking that why it is appearing. I'm asking.
He's like,
You should be able to download individual lessons.
No, for this it is okay. For this we have 5 lessons. So if I go for lesson 3 means I can click on lesson 3 cloud
Okay,
icon.
for
So
if there is only one
only
lesson,
lessons means why not having cloud icon, particularly to that
Okay.
lessons.
No, see, first time when you're opening it, you have only one lesson. You need to download the content from the server. The next thing it won't appear.
No. What is asking? See, if there is this is one unit, okay. For example, there is only one lesson is there. Only one lesson. Unit 2, and under that only one lesson is there. In that case,
why do I need two
why there
icons?
is you need
Cloud
icon
icons
for
in unit as
lesson.
well as in lessons.
For what? He was asking for what.
If you click on unit only, the inner lesson will get downloaded because only one is
And
there.
if you click lesson also,
The same thing is gonna happen.
No, it's not that. Okay, just consider the reverse scenario. From five lessons, you have downloaded 4. Wait. You have downloaded 4, but we are not going to disable the unit icon.
Yes,
No, he's
exactly.
telling in case of
In
only
case of
one
only
lesson.
one lesson. See, I'll tell you because this is the usual scenario in all the other lessons. Okay, in only one unit there is only one lesson. It's considered as an example. In that case, when the user taps on unit 2, the lesson will be listed under it. But then the user being used to this kind of interface, when he doesn't find an icon, he'll be confused.
Exactly.
That is one case. Okay. David, we can proceed. David.
The next.
Just
Okay.
add on the QA.
Absolutely okay. All right. So Android, pressing back button, getting stuck in launching page, and no action after that. Okay, let me see steps to reproduce.
Just having a discussion. So, next one back button again.
We can handle it. There is one back
Android
button.
back handler.
How to fix it is there.
3 points.
Not off.
3 points for that, David.
Okay. Okay. Pressing twice back button home screen should prompt a pop-up exit from the app. This is about Android, I believe.
I think both are related, David.
No. That is, I'm asking that in a home screen, if I click twice the back button, I should able to see a pop-up there. I should not exit from the app. So in this case, it's not happening. So that is different. This is different.
Okay.
This is the top.
No, displaying pop-up.
When we are closing the app, he just wants a pop-up to be displayed like
See,
we
in some
want exit
apps,
app.
use my Airtel app. If you tap back once on the home screen, it will show press again to exit. Even on lynda.com.
Most of the apps it will be like
Yeah.
that.
So press again to exit the app. The first one is
Hardware
if
back
you press the
button.
back button continuously
Right.
from home screen, it will just go to this empty launch screen. Okay. So that is the bug. Okay. So that is the 306. For 307, what he's telling is you would like to see a pop-up saying press twice to exit.
Ram is saying
They are related, but they are two different tasks.
Yeah, forward will also be done. So that is telling
No, that he just want it should exit properly. That's one he's telling. 306.
He's telling pop-up there itself. So 307 also there is pop-up. See, are you sure want to exit likewise? He is telling the pop-up.
Okay, okay.
In 307 also same pop-up.
Okay, you can link that.
I'm expecting that it should be happen on the same way. When
If we handle one, the other will
yeah.
David, we can link these two issues.
Hey, it can't be linked.
See, the thing is,
David?
we handle this one.
Yeah,
So what should we do then?
yeah, we can link the 306 and 307.
Okay, so we are not estimating this one, but just putting related to theme of 306. Is that okay?
We can estimate it as 5.
How about the estimation then?
5 points, David.
5 points.
Yes, David.
Okay. All right. Okay, 312, logged in user. When the course is downloading and tapping on scan, screen turns to full white with auto as text in it.
In Android,
I'll be putting it mention if it is for 100. If it is, I did not mention anything, it is common.
So, okay, what is the expected? We need to show any pages or we don't want to allow.
You can open the camera.
as per
I'm not coming out of there. I'm in the app.
Inside the app too, that is actually one, you have to stop the download, or if you again scan it and same activity is getting downloaded, and if you scan the same activity, what will happen then?
No, I guess we.
Backlog is getting downloaded and again
That's what, yeah, you can't say to the go on.
no, I'm not saying that.
Block the tabs. Block the tabs. Or otherwise, we need to stop the download.
We need to stop the download. That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Right?
You cannot stop it now.
Next
We have to stop the process.
Oh, after logging in.
So we have scenarios in MP3 players like that. If I am downloading one thing and I'm searching for the again thing, so why can't you?
You're not going to search for another thing. You're going to scan the same thing.
No,
In that case,
it's similar. No, I'm just asking.
okay,
what she's trying to tell us is we do the same thing. I mean, downloading as well as scanning at the same time. Just like double time
that's what I'm
downloading.
saying.
If you all right, level is already.
How if the download completes only will the store.
But on this
That is
download,
You cannot stop downloading. The user will be interrupted.
ask David. David,
Yes?
so what should be the expected output in this case? Expected scenario needs to be handled.
When the course is downloading and tapping on scan, screen turns to full white with auto as text in it. So the user is downloading a piece of content and then switches to another tab. Is that it, right? Because I actually am not sure about this report, what it tells me. Okay, so I'm downloading a piece of content, then I'm opening the scan tab, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So should we allow that in the middle of download, or because we have a story for
Yes, and that's exactly, and that's what this. I had a story for that, and then we decided that we need to have the spike here, right?
yes.
That I wanted the app to still download a piece of content in the background, because currently it does allow for downloading in the background, but clouds do not disappear, right then.
Yeah.
So this is it, right? So so this is all related. So the user should be able to switch to a scan tab, but the app should continue downloading the content that we are downloading previously. That's fine, yeah.
No, in the back, if the user clicks on the back, you're going to display a pop-up that you're going to lost all the process, right?
David, one more query, David. Just consider you are downloading an activity. So in that time, you're going to scan tab and scan the same activity. So what will be the scenario?
Well, if it has been downloaded, then we use the download version. But if it hasn't been downloaded,
no, the scenario is exactly, see, user starts downloaded an activity, so he presses cloud icon and then he moves to scan tab and he is scanning the same activity again while the background download is going on.
Yes. So
what should happen?
If we have already downloaded it, because there is some time needed between tapping, switching to scan, and scanning the QR code, and in the meantime, the activity could have been downloaded. Then we just open it, right? But if it hasn't been downloaded, well, I don't think it is necessary to detect that this one is being downloaded already. But it would be great if we could do it so. But if we cannot, if it's an overkill, then we can start downloading it again, simply.
David, in that case, we are handling one scenario that if the user wants to some other process while the activity is getting downloaded, we are displaying a pop-up saying him that your entire process will be lost.
You're currently in the middle of download.
Like that, right? We have taken in this print, we have taken the spike regarding that.
Okay. Okay, so it is either well, okay, so let me think. Is it possible that we detect that this activity is being downloaded already? Is it possible to do so?
If it's downloaded already, we'll be.
If it is being downloaded, not has been downloaded, but it is being downloaded.
Actually, the ROMs, I'm going with the ROMs point. If I'm tapping on the cloud icon, say that cloud icon, the particular lessons will be stored in the cache. Okay. So if the same activity has been scanned away, no, we can say that the activity is being downloaded. Like that, we can say.
If we can see it, then well, let me think.
Actually, two scenarios are getting clashed. That's the problem here.
Yeah, because we are redirecting to the activity directly.
Exactly. The folder section will be created based on that.
Okay, so let's do it easily. So when we are downloading an activity and we want to switch to a scan tab, we should display, as you suggested, that this activity is being downloaded and your progress will be lost.
Okay, in that case, if user presses yes or no, it will be like alert or what you are telling.
Yeah, a pop-up asking you whether are you sure you want to leave the screen? And then if you say yes, we terminate the download, and the user needs to start downloading again. He or she wants to download it.
So remove the content what we have downloaded till for the time.
Is it okay?
Because if you click on the activity, it will be getting downloaded, and again if you go on to the scan and get the download, both pages will be popping up at the simultaneously. We are facing that issue. Then in that in that case, how will that?
Okay, user haven't given the pop-up to yes. So but download is finished.
Again he will be redirected. Wherever if you move on, if the activity is getting downloaded background, it automatically will be redirected, right? For that only we are checking this kind of back action.
The thing is that there are some complications in this thing because we won't be able to do it properly.
Okay, why? What's the problem here? Because I don't get it.
So if we click on the activity, it will get started to download, and even if you move on to my profile or some other pages, in the background the activity is getting downloaded, and automatically after the completion of downloading, it will be redirected. In that case.
Okay, but I suggested.
Okay.
But I suggested that we could do it this way, that we ask the user if he or she wants to continue downloading it. And if he or she says no, well, right, so we tap the cloud, it starts downloading, then I tap my profile. Then we display a pop-up. Are you sure your progress is going to be lost? Are you sure we want to stop downloading? Right?
The same thing for even if the user clicks on scan. Before the user scans the QR, will be displaying the pop-up, right?
Yes. Yeah, when you're navigating away from the screen.
Okay, the same thing.
I have a query. See, we are showing an alert pop-up, right? See, before user gave yes to that pop-up, the activity is redirected. Then we are giving yes. Then what will happen?
The same thing we face for cloud icon.
No, that was the same.
Before the user clicks on yes,
the activity is redirected. So now in that case, what if user give yes? What will happen?
It will navigate to the next page. But
next page means next page means
okay. Then the blank page is displaying, right?
No, ask the scenario to them. That way. Yeah, just a scenario. Okay, consider the scenario. User he downloads the activity. He started downloading, and he's navigating to scan tab. That is, he presses scan. Now, at that time, we are showing a pop-up. Your downloaded content will be lost, like that. Yes or no, like this, we are giving. See, before user gives yes, see the activity is redirected to that page. In that case, yeah, but the alert is still there. So what we need to do?
Yes.
I need to think this through, you know? Well, I don't want to give you answers on the spot. So let me just tell you tomorrow during sprint planning, because I need to think this through, okay?
These are the complications actually that, we were discussing about.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, that's understandable. But well, it's not an easy decision to make. So just give me some time to think this through, and we can discuss that tomorrow during sprint planning. Okay?
Okay, David.
Okay. So we're not estimating this one.
Yes, David.
Okay. Now let's move on to PEMOB 313. Logged in user, app is crashing. Install login, try to download the course.
What is the replay?
Scenario? Oh, he says it's intermittent. It's not consistent. No. In which scenario he logs in, and then download.
Okay.
Yeah, install login, then download. Install login.
Frequently or it's not? It's not consistent, right?
Without exact scenario, we cannot take it.
Yes. No.
Without exact scenario.
Without we are facing it as a consistent issue, then how we can?
I try to show you.
We did
That time also it was touched.
We'll check it. David will check it.
We'll just try to reproduce the exact scenario, David. That's
Okay.
looking to fix it.
Still now we didn't face this type of issue. We'll check it and we'll let you know.
Okay, so do you need some time now, or you want to do it offline?
We can discuss it tomorrow, David. We'll check it from our side.
Okay, all right. Okay, then. So we're not estimating it.
Yes, yes, David.
Okay. All right. 301. Cloud icon image is half hidden for the locked courses.
That day itself, I showed you that this icon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
That we can fix the there is some UI.
Actually, it was not appearing before, right? Even Sheikh was asking.
1400, yeah, 1400.
Sheikh was asking me. Like, before it was not.
Actually, Sheikh has to estimate it.
David, today Sheikh is on leave. So
once,
tomorrow, once he has returned, we'll estimate this story.
Okay. All right. Probably the same with 302. Increase the font size for practice just a picture away in scanner help screen and make it bold.
okay.
Yes,
then
sir.
we can also
Yeah, we can
estimate it with Sheikh. This is okay one. Only
More
the
than
exchange.
Let's see. Say, how much?
Actually, David, actually, Sheikh will take up these stories, so it's
Maybe
better
after
for him
he's
to
written,
estimate
yeah.
it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. There's yet another one because I believe that we could stop here, you know, and because we have a few that are still pending estimations, and it may turn out that some of them are costly. So let's stop for that for the time being. And if it turns out that we still have some velocity left, then we can move on and estimate these tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. David.
Okay then. All right. So see you tomorrow, and let's continue planning the sprint tomorrow then.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and team are going to cancel tomorrow's scrum.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the team, can you just give us a quick update on where we are with the progress? For the sprint 6?
So we still have.
Sorry?
We're still working on it, Kalpana. So we'll have.
The pending issues?
Yes.
So we plan to provide the bill by EOD, so how are we going to manage that?
Yeah, we still have some more time, right? So we'll fix it before that.
Okay, fine. And Valliyappan, you had few issues for testing in the morning, right? So
Yeah, I'm doing it.
are we done with that or is it in progress?
Progress.
Okay, so have you found any bugs so far or is it going okay?
I will be listing it in the end of the day.
So we do have some bugs?
Yeah, he did report some strings which are missing, Kalpana. I just updated some cases, like 2 or 3 strings were not updated properly, so I made the changes. He is reporting the things.
Okay, so bug fixing can be done in parallel, right? We do have some time, so don't wait for that.
Yeah.
So do the bug fixing in parallel and finish it off before tomorrow's review. Okay, so that's all I had for today. Anything else we need to discuss now? I'll just cancel tomorrow's scrum now. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you all. Thanks, David. Thanks, Arak.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, David.
Bye.